There is a verse in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 that says women should keep silent in church. So what exactly does this mean? Are we to take this verse literally, that women are not allowed to speak at all? They're not allowed to ask any questions in the church? Was this a cultural thing? What exactly did Paul have in mind here? Before we jump into this, it is really helpful to understand the culture in which Paul was speaking. How were church services being conducted in this time period? Well, they're actually very different. In those times, it sounds like Paul is laying down a rule for all women of all time, but let's just see. He says, women should be silent during the church meeting. It is not proper for them to speak. That is, use this verse to oppress and suppress women, and they basically have interpreted this to suggest that Paul is laying down a rule for all women and that women just need to be silent. They are better seen and not heard. I would suggest that is an improper interpretation of this. So I believe that Paul was dealing with a very specific cultural thing where maybe there's some women there and they were disagreeing publicly with their husbands, and this was creating a picture that they were in control, and Paul wanted to put a stop to that because it was bringing shame and reproach to these particular men in the congregation. That's the way I see it based on how I interpret the scriptures.